Just like you've got to be, you kind of just box on the back foot and expect you've got to look dominant on the back foot. So you've got to be busy while you're on the back foot. Because if someone's on the front foot all the time, pushing you back, they can look in control of the fight. So if you're busy on the back foot, keeping them thinking with the feints, you can look in control of the fight.
Tell you what,
Different man, aren't
tell you what, it's nuts, isn't it? Just what was it, like £5? That's it. Not even half a stone, is it?
I boxed when the last time I seen you, I boxed at 140 and then I'm kind of boxed at about 138 or something now. So it's only a couple of pounds, like.
Honestly, it suits you though. It does suit you, but I'm going to say it does make you look younger though. You got the baby face, more of a baby face now. October Red Boxing here with the lovely Calum French. I'm a bit gutted though, because your coach in here, and he was quite funny. I liked speaking to him last time.
Aye, he's on his way. He's coming down on Friday. He hasn't been too well lately, but he always makes the trip down to do my corner and that. So I'm grateful for that.
Is he going to be all right in your corner? He's going to be all right to do that, yeah?
I think he's going to be sound to do it. He wasn't quite well last time at the Leeds bill, but he still made the trip down. So he's a good bloke, and he never let us down. He'll always be there for us.
Yeah, I like that. I saw that with him from the first time I spoke to you. I think we was up in Manchester that time, weren't we? So, a new man, Calum. Calum was 140, 138, 140, gone down to 135. You look, I can't believe how much in boxing that £5 makes.
I've lost my hamster cheeks, haven't I? A little bit. A bit slimmer, but that's all. We started at 140 because obviously I was boxing at 63.5 in the amateurs. So to come to the pros, I had to start off about that and then kind of bring it down to 135 for titles.
I remember you saying that because they cut your weight. You mentioned it again at the presser. They stopped your weight. We won't get into why, but we had that discussion before. So you had to go up to be able to stay on Team GB. Coming to the pros, and then it's almost like you're going back home to the weight you were comfortable at anyway.
Yeah, definitely, especially with the like how long you've got to rehydrate in the pros the day before weigh-ins. You've got like a 36-hour window to fill up again and get the energy back into you. So that's the plan. I'm going to go down to 135 and put the lightweights on notice.
I was about to say, how are you finding that division? Would you see it as more better for you than obviously the higher weight category?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's more my natural weight. So I boxed at about 137 in my last fight, and like by the time that 36-hour window is done, I've filled up and I'm full of energy again, and the power's still there down at that weight. So got the stoppage in the last fight. I won't go looking for the stoppage in this fight. He's never been stopped, the lad that I'm boxing. Obviously a step up to 8 rounds as well, so I've got to take my time, pick the shots. But if the stoppage is there, I won't hesitate to take it.
And we talk about that, a development. You have gone up to 8 rounds in fight number 3. I always commend fighters that do that because you do often see them stick at 6 for a bit, or even 4, to be honest. Why did you then say, you know what, 8 rounds? Well,
seeing the amateurs, I boxed in the World Series of Boxing, the WSB, which is 5 rounds. So I had five round fights in the amateurs. So straight into 6s in the pros, 2 6s, and then feel like we're ready for the step up. Like I said in the press, I prepare for every fight like it's a world title fight, just to get myself in the right habits and rituals to for when it's my time to headline shows. So I feel like I'm ready for that step up in the rounds.
And that discipline that you've got anyway as a fighter, how do you think that's going to work? Like you said, this opponent hasn't been stopped, so you're going to intelligently box. You're not looking to get your opponent out of there. How important is that discipline to have?
Definitely. I think if you go looking for the stoppage, it gets a bit untidy and a bit scrappy. So you've got to be a bit patient. And I always say one of my best attributes is my boxing brain. So I've just got to use that when I get in there. And obviously, down at this weight, I've carried the power down. So if I'm using my boxing brain and boxing intelligently, if I hit him clean, I think I will start hurting him.
And forgive my ignorance, because this is me just being a boxing fan, because I am, that weight drop doesn't necessarily affect the power punches. Explain how that works to me, because, sorry, when it comes to like the power in boxing, I think, okay, he's dropped the weight, maybe some of that power's going to go, so forgive my ignorance.
No. So it's because I wasn't really. I don't think I was a natural 140 in any way. I think I was only up at 140 because my weight got taken out and I had to go there. I think I'm a natural 135 fighter. So like I say, I think the natural power's there at 135. Obviously, if I was to drop again, like that would take the power out of it, because like that's not my natural weight. But I do think 135 is me. The weight for me and the weight I'm going to go for titles at and win them at.
So we talk about your opponent then. What can we expect to see from you on Saturday night? You're one of these fighters that doesn't necessarily always want to get their opponent out of there. You want to show the audience your boxing brain. What can we expect to see from you on Saturday?
Well, I definitely am. I'm a big believer in the art of boxing, you know, the hitting and not being hit. I think there's opponent, we've seen a few videos on him, he likes to come a lot, so he's going to be there to hit. So if I use my boxing brain, I should be able to open him up for some shots, and there'll be plenty of openings there, so I'm going to take them, and if I do hit him, like I say, with his carrying the power down, I think I will hurt him.
And that boxing brain working possibly on the back foot, you know, somebody that's going to come forward and put that pressure on it. How do you then deal with that? It's just a little bit of an IQ test to, I don't know, ask about your boxing brain.
Well, it's just like you've got to be. You kind of just box on the back foot and expect. You've got to look dominant on the back foot, so you've got to be busy while you're on the back foot. Because if someone's on the front foot all the time, pushing you back, they can look in control of the fight. So if you're busy on the back foot, keeping them thinking with the feints, you can look in control of the fight.
We love it. I could talk boxing all day. You can see, nobody can't see, but I'm actually chuckling here. Calum, it's always a pleasure to speak to you. Please pass on my regards to your coach. I'll be watching from the settee on Saturday. Unfortunately, I won't be here, but I'm expecting big things from you anyway. Thank you so much for your time, Calum, and I'll speak to you soon.
Thanks for having us, mate. Thanks.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.